Welcome back. Taking to the Prime Minister Anthony Albanese. He's speaking live, holding a news conference ahead of today's Cabinet meeting.
Assisted with the rescue efforts and caring for the American Defence Force personnel who were injured in the crash on Melville Island yesterday. My heart goes out, and the heart of all Australians, to the American families of the personnel, the three who lost their lives in this tragic incident. And at a time like this, we reach out to our American brothers and sisters in order to express our condolences to them, to express our commitment to continue to work with them. This is a difficult time for the families and friends, and indeed all of the US Defence personnel, particularly those who are present in the Northern Territory and around Australia. They are good friends. We have no closer allies than the United States, and this incident is indeed tragic. But once again, Australian emergency personnel, as well as our Defence Forces, as well as those people in the medical sector at the Royal Darwin Hospital, have shown the best of the Australian character in looking after our American friends. Can I say that it is wonderful to be back here at Bentley TAFE. I visited here during the election campaign, and to be back here with Minister O'Connor, Minister McGurk, but also Zanita Mascaronis, now the member for Swan, was then the candidate for Swan, and Hannah Beasley, the local state MP as well. It's been great to be able to talk to these students who are making sure that they will have fulfilling careers and indeed a very positive life going forward. Chefs and the other tasks that are undertaken here in fee-free TAFE are all tasks in which there are skill shortages. They are careers that will provide for a good, solid income and employment for life. And that's why fee-free TAFE is so important. When we announced after the Jobs and Skills Summit the 180,000 fee-free TAFE places, we thought, and some said, that that was ambitious. Well, I can report today that that has been more than fulfilled. 214,300 enrolments this year so far, meaning that in Western Australia the target was some 19,000. There has in fact been 34,500 enrolments here in WA. That is young people and people retraining for good careers, being able to contribute to the WA economy, but also leading fulfilling lives, undertaking work in which they can see the product of their work, whether it be blue-collar jobs of apprenticeships or whether it be the sort of jobs in hospitality and catering and in chefs that we've seen just this morning. This is a great result, and it is consistent with our commitment to deal with skills shortages. We want to make sure that skills shortages are dealt with by training Australians, but also, of course, the migration system has an important role to play as well. We're aware that as an economy, there are so many areas in which skills shortages are there. In part, that is because of the unemployment rate of 3.7% is certainly a positive one, given what is happening in the global economy. We regard the creation of 500,000 jobs in the time in which we've been in office, just over a year, as being a great success. But we also know that we need to train Australians for the jobs of today as well as the jobs of tomorrow. And fee-free TAFE will be a major component of that. 300,000 additional places will be created from next year. And the good news about the 214,000 positions that have been created is that has all been done within the budget that we have set, meaning more boilermakers, more fitter and turners, more chefs, more aged care workers, more childcare workers, more people with the skills that they need, but also the skills that our economy needs as well. So this has been an enormous success, and I'll ask Brendan O'Connor, who has done such an extraordinary job as our Minister with responsibility for skills and training, to make such a positive difference in our first year in office.